The Tech Toc is an easy-to-use and highly effective tool for improving hip rotation in all 4 strokes. It allows swimmers of any age to hear, as well as feel, the rhythm and pace of their stroke. As the ball bearing hits the acoustical amplifier at each end of the capsule, it provides the swimmer with instant feedback on how well they are rotating the hips, and how well they are coordinating hip rotation with hand entry and body position. The idea is to snap or roll the hips so that the ball hits the top of the capsule on every stroke. The delay on position requires the swimmer to rotate at least 45 degrees to get feedback. In the delay off position, any movement from a level position will result in feedback. This setting is great for beginner swimmers who are new to the concept of hip rotation. For freestyle, the Tech Toc is worn horizontally, hip to hip. It can be worn either directly over the hips like this, or higher around the waist like this. Try to time each click to coincide with the forward extension of the hand and arm. A good learning progression is to start with a few 50s with the Tech Toc worn over the hips. Followed by a few 50s with the Tech Toc worn around the waist. Finish with some 50s without the Tech Toc, focusing on equal rotation of the hips on each stroke cycle. Another progression is to swim 8 50s with moderate rest, kicking 6 times per side on the first 25 and focusing on maximum hip rotation. On the second 25, swim freestyle at a normal pace, trying to rotate the hips from side to side. For backstroke, the Tech Toc can be worn in front of the body, either at the hips, like this, or at the waist. Focus on snapping the hips and timing the stroke so that the click occurs just as the pulling hand is exiting the water. This will encourage a clean body line as one hand exits and the other hand enters the water. For breaststroke and butterfly, take the unit off the belt and rethread the belt through the base of the Tech Toc. When the belt is in place, the unit will run parallel with the spine and can be worn either over the hips or around the waist. For breast and fly, the capsule acts as a fulcrum. When the ball is hitting both sides of the tube, the swimmer is popping their hips and getting good extension through the chest and arms. If the swimmer is relatively flat on breaststroke, there will be very little feedback from the Tech Toc. To hear and feel the ball inside the tube, the swimmer will need to press in at the chest and get the hips up. And then pull the hips forward as the head leads up to air. In butterfly, it's harder to hear the Tech Toc, so the swimmer will have to feel for the clicks. The clicks will be strongest when the swimmer rolls the body forward and lets the hips rise. Time the clicks so that they come as the hands extend forward, and as the hands finish the pull and prepare to exit the water. A good learning progression is to swim 10 25s with butterfly or breaststroke pull and a dolphin kick. When the arms move forward, make sure you extend forward and wait for the ball to hit the chamber. If you don't hear the click, make sure you press in at the chest and send the hips up on every stroke. With regular use, the Tech Toc will improve not only hip rotation but also timing, body balance, and body symmetry.